Good afternoon, people. What's good? IOBA. My name is TC. So, today is Friday, February 3rd, 2023. I just started shooting videos again, putting my little opinions out there again. This last thing that went down, like I said in the video a few videos back, this last thing that happened with Tyree Nichols, that's just something I can't ignore. So I have to say something about it. And so I put up a couple of videos with a little commentary on it. But today I want to talk about what I saw at the funeral. I saw Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, get up on that microphone and do what all politicians do at these funerals and these sad occasions and these events. She got up there and talked about how brave the family was and how bad it is that we have to live in a society where no one is safe. I think she used the word safe about 20 times. And gave that same old garbage ass speech that they always give. But she didn't say that they were going to do anything. She called for the passage of that George Floyd legislation, police reform legislation, but that thing, like I said, I believe is dead in the water. Because look at it this way. When Kamala Harris and the Democrats, Joe Biden, the House Representatives, the Senate, all Democratic majorities, could have done anything they wanted to. They didn't put that George Floyd legislation through. The Build Back Better plan, that shit dead in the water. And everything connected with it. They didn't do a damn thing. They said it was because, they had some obstructionists in their party and they were holding things up and blah, 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 blah. That's always the case. There's always going to be obstructionists preventing any real change from happening, whether it's Democrats or Republicans in control. So you saw that with the Democrats. Now they have lost the House to the Republicans. So now they got another excuse for nothing to pass or nothing to happen. So things stay pretty much the same. Ain't neither one of them, neither party trying to get us out of the military-industrial complex, grips. Ain't nobody trying to end that. Every year the military get more and more money. So ain't nothing changing. Nothing. I don't care how many speeches Kamala go and give at these funerals when the police have murdered somebody or whatever other politician. Look what's happening in Georgia if you want to know what direction policing is going. It's getting worse, not better. Down in Atlanta, they want to build something called Cop City. They want to tear down some forests and put a goddamn police training center in there. For what? Millions and millions and millions of dollars into controlling the population instead of educating the population, feeding the population, enlightening the population, advancing the population. They want to straight up control the population at the point of gun. At the point of a gun. That's how this society is set up right now. Nothing would have happened to those cops in Memphis if it wasn't for all those cameras on them. Because I know, I've said it a bunch of times, but everybody knows. Everybody knows. Cops all over the country do this. They'll get a specialized group and give them a name, call it some kind of task force, this, that, whatever. It's just a license to go up in the black community and snatch people up, beat them up, intimidate them, and control them, pretty much. And keep the arrest numbers up. Can't forget that. You got to keep the arrest, the numbers of people arrested, you got to keep that thing going up so they can justify a bigger budget every year. So yeah, that Scorpion Squad, that was just one squad out of many. Probably operating right there in Memphis. That was just one squad out of many. And they'll reform it. They're going to call it something the fuck else. But that shit ain't going nowhere. And Kamala Harris up in the church giving a speech. Now she's probably back in D.C. by now. I forgot all about that shit. She ticked that box off. Because right now you got politicians running around with AK-47 lapel pins and a flag on one side and a gun on the other. What does that tell you about this country? So when a bunch of people get shot, or the cops are terrorizing neighborhoods, that's the way they want it to be. They want it to stay like that. And they'll deal with each situation as they have to. These 5 motherfuckers happen to get caught on camera, along with a few other enablers, like the other cops and the EMT people that didn't do their job and all of that. All this, as my Nigerian brothers say, all this Wahala was caught on camera, on the light pole camera, and the body cams. All this Wahala got caught on camera. That's how they say it. Wahala. I like that word. Anyway, they didn't think that anything would happen to them. Oh, and did you see the police report that these motherfuckers wrote up? The police report that the 5 officers wrote about the incident with Tyree Nichols. You wait till you Google that thing. Oh my goodness. Talk about lying. Oh my goodness. They should go to jail just for writing that shit up like that. They should go to jail just for writing that shit up. I tell you what, though, there's another one. All right? Cops are getting put in jail now. Not in large numbers, but enough to where it's noticeable. Cops are getting put in jail, in prison, for some of the shit that they do. Or when they get caught doing some shit. They're getting put in jail. They're going to have special goddamn jails and special units inside jails where they can put ex-cops so that they could be safe from the inmates. Imagine being a fucking cop, getting thrown in jail with a bunch of people that you railroaded to jail. They're going to have special units just for them. They probably already got them. Special units just for ex-cops and law enforcement officers to do their time in. That's how bad it's gotten, though. Another thing, a couple of years ago, there's this little dude named Elijah McClain that the cops killed. I think they were out in Colorado somewhere. One of them motherfuckers got fired, and they just rehired him. He was the one that threatened to put the dog on Elijah. I'm 5'5". Yes, I am short. But I weigh 190 pounds. Thanks to all of the, weightlifting and shit I do. Elijah McClain was 5'5", thereabouts. But he weighed about 100 pounds. He was a very small kid. He played, I think it was violin. He played music. He played a musical instruments. Worked at a veterinary clinic, I remember. And he was just going to the store to get him something to drink and come back. And the police snatched him up. Little guy. And he was trying to plead with them and talk to them while they was beating him up and roughing him up. And then the EMT injected him with something. And the kid died in the hospital. I think he passed out right there, and when he got into the hospital, he died. His name was Elijah McClain. I think this was 2019, I want to say. But the family settled for 15 mil. I think that's what the number is, $15 million. But now they're trying to hire the cop that threatened to sick the dog on the boy. They're getting ready to hire him back. He about to get his job back. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about that. And he's gonna get his job back. Them white cops that was involved in the Terry Nichols killing, the ones that just got put on administrative leave, if they get fired, they won't get fired in such a way that they can't get rehired somewhere else. If they get fired, they won't get fired in such a way that they can't get rehired somewhere else. And they will. White people take care of their own. The 5 niggas going up under the bus for this one. And ain't nothing gonna happen to that police captain bitch either. Ain't nothing gonna happen to her. She gonna take some heat, but she protects her cops. She protects her cops. These motherfuckers she just couldn't protect. She couldn't. But the police unions and all of the white cops, they know that she is on their side because of all of the shit she was doing when she was in Atlanta, protecting dirty cops, and all the shit she do in Memphis. The police chief. She ain't going nowhere either. So all of this drama that you see surrounding the killing of this young man, Tyree Nichols, all of the drama that you see is going to go away. They're going to give them people some money, and the next one going to come along. The next one's going to come along. Because they're not going to they'll discontinue using that Scorpion name and call them something else. But they'll still be out there. Don't you worry about them. Them killer goon squads, they ain't going nowhere. Don't let them fool you. Anyway, that's it for now, you guys. We're going into the weekend. I'm going to chill out. I might throw a video up over the weekend, but I'm trying to get back into a cycle. I'm going to break it down probably to maybe 2 videos a week. That way I have a little bit more consistency because I don't know, man. My brain just won't let me quit. And I got to get the thoughts and ideas out there so people can get, an idea of how these politics really work, man. Because, listen, there's a lot of people my age that really believe what they see in politics and really believe what they hear on the nightly news. Well, I'm here to tell you, nah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. There's always a backstory and everything been sanitized and made palatable for the general public. But ain't a damn thing gonna change as far as policing in the United States. Anyway, with that, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get my workout on. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new and happen to check this video out. I mean, I post, like I said, probably twice a week, sometimes more. Sometimes I'll take a little break. But I try to keep up to date on the stuff that really matters because it's almost impossible to keep up with every single story that comes out, every bit of bullshit that white people do. It's impossible to keep up with it all. But the ones that really strike me and that's really shaking the black nation and shaking black people, those are the ones I like to speak on and see if I can get a different idea in somebody's head, one that make a little bit of sense, Hit the subscribe button on your way out, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. TC, and I'm out. Peace.